Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Doomsday campaign. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by Adam and Ahmed. Let me just get their lovely faces into view, as I cannot do this while the countdown is going. So let's get my mug in here, and then we'll get window capture Adam's mug in here, and we'll go window capture Ahmed's mug, and unmute their mics. How is everyone doing this weekend?
Hey.
I missed a squat. I am so stalled. Don't understand.
You missed a squat?
I missed a squat. I went there. I was supposed to do a squat. It's way less than my max. I missed a fucking squat. I don't know what's wrong. I'm confused with life. I bought fucking smart food popcorn. I'm eating fucking popcorn and pulled fucking chicken for dinner because fuck it. Missed a squat.
What happened? You mean like you forgot to do it? Or...
No, I went to do it and the weight didn't go up. I went down and it did not come back up. I went down and like, well, fuck.
So you're saying it's lack of willpower that you weren't able to do it?
It was lack of something. It was something. So I'm having fucking popcorn and barbecue chicken.
I can say this when he's not next to me.
Yeah. You know what I think it is? I think you're just not strong enough. You're not trying hard enough.
You're weekly manling thing. Look at
You're
you.
too weak. The weight's low.
Those are nothing.
It's just so much. It was a number that was quite a bit less than what I have squatted.
It was only 800
So
pounds.
missing it is very like, what's wrong? Why this worked
you
last week?
resting enough?
Or well, no, I wasn't resting enough. I was kind of rushing, and I was traveling this week, and there's a whole bunch of excuses. But I didn't feel bad. So normally when you miss something, you feel bad first. So it's like,
how old are
it's
you,
all right.
Adam?
I felt bad.
Hey, Adam, how old are you?
I am young and my hair is not falling out. I am not going bald. I am a young man full
Hey,
of
look at your
testosterone.
keyboard. Look straight down at your
Says the
keyboard.
oldest guy at the table, right? Wait, do we really have to respect our elders? Is this really
Technically,
a
it
thing?
is Ahmed, isn't it? Because he's got like an
Right.
extra degree on us.
Yep.
Lucas, you're a champion.
I win.
Lucas, man.
Luke's
Thanks for
going
the-
on, baby.
thanks for the sub, buddy. Oh man, that tickles.
I love that Lucas guy.
The last remaining cockle of my DM heart.
Just coughing and wheezing.
Right. five months in a row, man. It's good to have you here. And let's make this a little bit bigger. Everything is off today. Everything is off, but Lucas make it all right. Layout. How do I make this bigger?
Let's see. 1D1. That's what she said.
The text is small. Oh, it's just the subtext. Cool. So I'm skipping Saturday PAX to do this stream today. I went to a few panels yesterday, and I'll go to a few panels tomorrow. No, I'm not speaking at them. We're not that important. I'm going to watch them. So I saw an interesting panel yesterday about things to consider while streaming. And there was an interesting sort of view that...
You should wear pants.
Well, yes, you should wear pants. I think that's probably...
I don't know if that was a topic of conversation. And if it was a topic of conversation, it would be you should wear a identity-appropriate undercovering, which would be the way that would be phrased. But it was an interesting discussion, and the panelists that were up there were all of the opinion that the rules should be thrown out the window the second it gets in the way of the show. And I can understand, like, okay, we're not going to look up this rule and take 10 minutes to do it. We'll just make a rule call and look at it afterwards. But they were of the opinion that the rules didn't matter at all. And it was really an interesting sort of like, oh, I don't watch a lot of other streams, so to hear that from other streamers was just really interesting. Which doesn't really apply to our campaign, which made me think about this current campaign where we are trying to unravel what it means to play the Pathfinder playtest rule set. So the whole point of this campaign is for us to look at those sticky notes, is for us to figure out how this thing plays. So I think we'll forgive ourselves for having to look up rules because this isn't in our heads yet. This is not in our heads. I would probably think that
3.75 in your heads?
there is no substitute for knowing the rules really well,
having an SRD to quickly look up rules, allowing the players to look up rules, and allowing the DM to go, hey, how does that spell work? Tell me what the spell does. You know, I think those are really good ways to make the rules go quicker. But abandoning them completely starts to, like, it breaks a little thing in my mind where I'm like, well, the game's supposed to progress at a certain rate, and if you're breaking that because there's a moment of cool, you have to be careful because you might have just broken the entire game.
Yes,
so
and you get into that. Well, how are we playing it? Last time we played it as
consistency and
when you break it, does the rule come back?
Consistency and fairness, and like if I made this cool thing happen to Adam that completely broke the rules, and everyone else is chugging through their character progression and trying really hard, they're gonna feel bad, but Adam might temporarily feel good. So I realize that if there's a spectrum of it's a show and it's just us simulating the rules, that we're kind of in the middle somewhere. Whereas some other streams,
a good point that we play really rule heavy versions of D&D.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Right.
As if people know, they show up the first time, we're like flip 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 flip.
But I'm saying this because you guys, my players, refuse to play 5e because it's too rules light, or the progression isn't complex, or the level of customization isn't there.
How do people make things?
Right.
Why?
So yeah, that was like all these things have been churning around in my head after I kind of went, that's a different way of putting it. I know that there are shows out there, but if you abandon the rules, then are you playing the game anymore? Or are you putting on a show? And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just you need to find the right balance for what you and your group and I guess your audience likes. So yeah, that was my kind of like mental gymnastics over the last 24 hours after seeing a couple of panels at PAX this year, PAX West.
I would say a good question to kind of understand where somebody lies or sits is, why are you streaming?
Well, that's true too. Some of these people,
are you putting on a show?
Some of these folks are trying to make a living now. Like the ideal case would be, we all quit our day jobs and do this, but
and leave our kids.
Leave our kids.
Wait, sorry.
It's not leave our spouse. It's leave our kids.
We're good.
All right.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, okay. I don't watch a lot of the other shows, but Lucas is saying that Critical Role looks up rules on the fly all the time. Yeah. Just as long as you're not taking 20 minutes to look up a rule, which we have. And I'm like, we're guilty of this for this campaign because this is not in our heads. This is completely new.
One of the things that I've found with conferences in general and panels and how they're typically made is that if you don't have a very, very strong organizer for an event, you end up with a monolithic panel. Where if, let's say, the community is 75% rules, 70% we play for fun, there are no rules, 25% rules are really important, it's very easy to get all, like, that entire panel to be all that 75% group. And if it's 50-50, or
you have a very boring
you end up
conference.
Yeah, exactly. I've been to a lot of academic conferences that have
where all the panelists are of
views.
the same view.
They're all from the same camp. You get one panelist and say, "Yo, bring in some more panelists," and they bring in all people from their camp, and you end up with only one viewpoint represented, and therefore your panel discussion is worthless.
Yep.
Thank you I gave you $1,000 for you to teach me a thing. I showed up, and you just told me the same opinion over again.
Other things that they brought up were kind of like just talk to your players and have discussions and have like a code of conduct. Like they didn't actually say that, but
we have a code of conduct.
What they danced around for about 10 minutes.
No touching.
Was code of conduct, and I can point you towards where our code of conduct exists.
We have the code of conduct, and you're back going, I have a solution.
Right, exactly. Write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Make the rules.
It is on www.com/meta. There you go. You can find our code of conduct there, which I think needs to be. Which I think needs to be updated with one thing. There was one takeaway that I thought was neat. which was, we need a shorthand signal for, I don't like what's going on right now, you need to stop it.
We need a safe word.
It's a safe word. Effectively,
Yes.
it's called like the X card, or if we're all playing in the same room, there would be a card on the table with a big X on it. You could make one. I'll make one now.
Yeah, but that doesn't help because we can't touch it.
Right.
Well, Marty, for
but-
us, we've been using VC for that
Yeah,
because
we
we got a secondary
right.
chat in the background, right?
So I think what we'll do is we'll adopt, if I ever see an X from one of you, which, in my gazillion windows, hopefully I'll see right away. But that means stop. It's like, oh, the giant spider is attacking you. And if I saw an X, it'd be like, oh, the giant snake is attacking
Fluffy
you.
bunny.
Right.
Wait, sorry, I'm a little confused. What is that? Is this an in-game X?
This is a meta. This is so that there is a convention between the players at the table where you can very privately say, I don't like what's going on because it's bothering
There's
me.
there's a way for the players to say I don't like what's going on, or a way for the DM to say I don't like what's going on. That doesn't let the audience know there's dissension amongst the
Yep.
Right. So
it's very
Or-
specific.
or-
Like, in a
or
normal
even-
game,
Yeah.
in a normal game, it wouldn't be secret because it would be obvious. Right? There's no way in an in-person game to do this secretly because people know you through the X card. Or if you pass notes, unless you're like unless you're playing like Cyberpunk or whatever, where you're constantly passing notes around.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you my opinion on that. This should be an untold rule between the play. Not an untold rule, sorry, a spoken rule. Like, if my character dies because of something happening, then fine. If we're talking about something that goes beyond the game and that might affect the person afterwards in their life, okay, yeah, that makes I understand.
Here's an example where I've thrown the X while Adam has DM'd or Mark has DM'd before. This is in person. Marty's done this once, where you had one of your NPCs, because you were reading from a module, her first name was the name
Yes.
of my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yep,
and I
yep.
said, could you please
Okay.
change your name?
Can we change the name on this?
I don't
Okay,
want
got
to
it.
think about
So
that right
that's
now.
okay. That's
Right?
that's
You
what
know, like,
that's what I,
that
that
was
makes
one
sense.
example of where
Yep.
Marty threw the X card. You know that girl I broke up with and was dating for 5
yeah,
years,
it was
and it
a
was
little
like
rough,
6 months
yeah.
ago.
Yep.
Let's not use her
let's
name.
not
in-
make-
Let's not use that for the
Interest of
next
the
6
story
years.
that name.
Next
Right.
campaign.
So none of my NPCs are named after ex-girlfriends. It's just a thing. And if one of you asked me not to, that's my mom's name. It's like, oh, okay, let's not use that name.
We will likely-
for
I will
the
likely never
creepy
run into that.
necromantic mummy coming at you, that sort of thing. So, yeah, and I'm sure there's other things that bother other people, but that doesn't substitute having the conversations that we had, like what are taboo subjects before we play a game. Like, that's a conversation that needs to be had.
We had that.
Yeah, and on the meta section, that's a whole part of the questionnaire, and we've revisited that questionnaire several times as we've been playing with each other for 10 years, and we constantly learn about
What I think
each
would
other.
be interesting is actually
11 years?
seeing how those, if we had a repository for the number of times we fill out the questionnaire, how they've changed as we've aged, how our response has changed.
There's probably been a lot less no's.
That would be interesting. Although the questionnaire has changed as we've taken it, because I've
Yes.
updated that thing 3 or 4 times. And the next time I'm going to update it and try to make it more concise. I optimized for getting all the questions down. I didn't optimize for it being quick. So I think that's my next optimal. But yeah, the point is your tastes do change over time.
Yeah.
So those are the things that have been going through my head in the last 24 hours. Aside from, holy fuck, it's a lot of work to build a campaign. Trying to set up the next campaign.
Faster, man, faster. We're going to be there in a couple of weeks. Come on.
Well, yeah,
boy.
okay, so there's the new campaign that's starting either next week or the week after, depending on how much work I do. That's for my in-game group. We just finished a campaign that was 50 sessions. They're going to make new first-level characters, and we're going to stream, and we're going to be in person while streaming, which is a whole set of, technical
There's a whole
challenges.
technology problem that's on the side.
Yeah. It's going to start out with our faces in our laptops, because,
Gotta figure it out.
getting the camera solution to get everyone and me at the same time is really difficult. I bought a conference camera, and it's just not cutting it. You can't stare at that one view the entire screen.
Is it one of the motorized ones?
It will move around, but it's just not either placed in the right position. Anyways, so I'm dealing with that. You guys will see it when you're down in a few weeks.
Can I give you a suggestion, which I've seen other streams do? Is they have the same thing that we've got set up right now, except with like you would have 2 other cameras in your place, and let's say when we get there, Adam would have a camera, and me and Mark would have a camera. Although they could be like right next to each other.
So what you do is you set it up. You have a hosting board. You get the switchboard, and you get a producer. Right. And then you have a producer, and the producer's flicking between camera modes.
The tech guy, the editing guy.
The problem is that's like you require effectively somebody who's at game but not playing to do that.
Yeah. We're not at that stage yet.
No.
Anyways, so let's do a recap of what happened last game in the Doomsday campaign. So this is our Pathfinder playtest campaign. The things I haven't told the players or the audience.
Where are we?
Is this whole campaign is taking place very close to one of the past campaigns that we have streamed, and it's related to it, and the players are making guesses, and I'm sure the stream has made some guesses of what context does this fit in with the other games. So this is my tease to you guys, and there is a chance that when we revisit one of these other campaigns, that these characters could come back, either as a cameo or as like a thing. So I'm excited for that. Last game was called Another Brick in the Wall. Fabian, a bard and relative of the resident priest of Lirr, joins the party to help clear Hunclay's manor of dangers and traps. The party discovers that Hunclay was obsessed with studying darkness, capital D, and he searched for answers about it in the stars and in the plains. The party discovers a demon, a devil, and a shadow creature, each imprisoned in the basement. Mazethek shares that his now dead master has visited a cave located a few hours north of the town. So you dealt with the demon by killing it. You dealt with the devil by by bricking it up. It was trapped in its summoning circle.
Fuck you, devil!
and you bricked it up, and then you dealt with Maffei, the female shadow creature. You don't know what sort of race she's from. She seems to be, while mysterious, not necessarily nefarious. And there seems to be a relationship budding between her and Zyra.
When you eat, sleep, and poop, you seem a lot more human.
She is trapped in a prison of light. There is some sort of like field of light that is imprisoning Maffei in the basement. She was captured. Apparently, Hunclay visited a place where the shadow plane and the material plane kind of crossed over. And she was exploring that area from her side, curious, and Hunclay is the first asshole that she encountered from the
If she doesn't like our plane, it's the one thing I really need her not to go on a murderous rampage when we let her free.
You know that she is level drained, which I believe is called enervated. It's
enervated, and it's a condition, and it's got ticks, and it doesn't kill you now.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know that. It'd be like, I feel like I'm dying. So, yeah.
Maybe the wall has additional properties against shadow creatures, that being enervated plus that might be bad. Mazethek, being a budding alchemist, knows that his master created something out of the components of the shadow plane, from components that he found in the shadow plane called dust of darkness. And this high-level alchemy substance, he suspects the master might keep at the cave, along with other things.
Yes. And a big something horrible, gibbering mouther, Odia aberration, something it sounds like. Some horrible aberration is in that cave.
The darkness that he studies, Maffei was captured because captured and kept by the cruel Hunclay because she laughed at him when Hunclay seemingly mistook the shadow plane for something called the Dark Tapestry. Initially, perhaps in his research, he thought the shadow plane was the Dark Tapestry, and when Maffei laughed at him, Hunclay got angry.
If you need more evidence that Hunclay is just a dick, I mean, Hunclay, he's such a dick. He died like a dick, but he's such a dick. Oh, there's a building there. Ah, it's in the way. Ah, fuck it. Do I change my house? No, I hire the evil kobolds who eat people to knock it down.
Yeah, that's a dick move, bro.
It's a dick move, bro. And then you just got, like, people in the basement. She laughed at me into the dungeon forever with you, with your spoon of sustenance. Ah! Just live in a big, like, live in your infinite feces. Because it's like, you got food, and you've got a light thing, and you've got, like, there's no...
Oh, there was a little drain. There was a little drain. Yeah.
I was just imagining her balling up her poo and chucking it down the light corridor.
Yeah, there was a horrible little drain that that had all of her stuff that went down.
Well,
yeah.
you know, it's just like, it's just this horrible... He's a horrible human. Horrible human.
Hunclay, yeah.
Hunclay's horrible.
Although he kept a really good larder. Stocked, and he liked his food.
Well, he was a prepper, right?
Yeah.
He was a prepper. Horrible human and prepper don't necessarily go together, but he was a horrible human and he was a prepper.
All right, so there is the group because it's growing. So we've got poor Mazatec, the goblin that keeps that keeps Hunclay's manor. We've got Nibbles, Mark's goblin barbarian. We've got Grizzak, the druid dwarf run by Ahmed, Zyra and Rene, the cleric of the goddess of Lirr, the goddess Lirr. She is the moon goddess as well as the goddess of arts and dancing and music. Rene is a kind of a pragmatist fighter Smith. Ziva is an NPC who is Zyra's more flighty younger sister. We've got Grinthark, who is a thief and criminal, reformed, and kind of under the watchful eye of Zyra. And Fabian, who is the half-elf who is related to the main cleric of Lirr in town, and was assigned by the priesthood to help Zyra.
There's some really solid and strong personalities in this campaign.
Yes, I really like the characters. For sure. Faux show. All right.
Come on, Paizo, make this game not suck when you rev it up. You can do it.
Fix your shit. Fix your shit, guy.
So I think we're going to leave to go visit the cave. Is that the
We
plan?
are doing a day trip. The plan is to walk to the cave, clear the cave, get the dust to powder, walk home, and then protect the manor for the evening.
Got it.
Because robbers. What is the concept? Yeah, in addition, I will die from lack of food, so I will gather sustenance from upstairs. It should be done.
Okay.
Mazatec show you where cave is, but Mazatec does not want to leave the manor unguarded.
That's Grinthark's voice. he's fun to play. Perhaps some of us should stay behind to guard, says Ziva.
You're stupid people over just come here and
I don't mind staying behind to go through Hunclay's library, says Fabian. Oh, a wizard's library is full of secrets, and I do like reading. Wandering through the wilderness, not so much, says Fabian as he fluffs his hair.
Quick question. If this is the next morning?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how many spells Grizzak has.
Yeah, we'll say it's the next morning.
Okay. What has he told us about the cave?
Not a whole lot.
Hey, Magic there, buddy. Come here, Uncle Grizzak. Yeah, what did tell you about the cave?
Mazethek do not think we are part of same ancestry. No. Mazethek lowly goblin, low.
I'm so confused. It looks like an elf to me. Hey, okay, listen, goblin. What can you tell about the cave?
Oh, cave, 3-hour walk from here, up old trail. Then
Is there any water in the cave?
Yes, cave partially flooded, yes.
All right, it's flooded.
Something bad in cave. It
Where
make horrible noises. Mazethek too scared to go in. Master say wait outside Mazethek. So relieved.
Did Master have weapons or magic that you knew about that he used on that thing, or was like how did he deal with it? Did you know anything about that, or
Mazethek never see monster. No.
alright.
Mazethek think that monster come to Master, and Master killed the monster. Yes, but it came back.
Kill the monster. Did he ever bring anything special with him when he went to see the monster or the cave?
Oh, Master full of secrets.
I see. I have no clue. All right, we're on our own on this one. So there's some water and a monster and
horrible clicking and flapping.
lots of sound. Lots of sound.
Yes. Creature make Mazethek feel bad in head.
Oh, that's actually quite important here. Hey, goblins.
He's looking at Zyra.
Where's that? What probably mean your thing in your head make you feel bad? What's it?
Zira's just chatting with Fabian. We're not goblins.
Yeah, sure, of course you're not. So, what does that mean? What is it? It's this clicking thing. You got an idea of what that could be? You know what I mean? Like, what is it gonna make you sick or make you sleepy or come on here, work with me. You gotta figure out what's gonna happen here.
Oh man, that's not much of a description, man. It could be anything. Click. It could be anything, man. That's not. Yes, it could be anything, says Ziva to Grizzak. Did you see the monster?
No, Mazethek too afraid.
There's a monster swimming or flying. You hear anything or that?
Mazethek do not know. Cave partially flooded, yes.
It was flooded, all right. Yeah, okay, we'll remember
Monster never come out of cave. I do not know why. Mazethek very, very thankful monster do not leave cave. Oh, yes.
Do we know if do we have our gear yet? Our like my stick and my armor?
Yep.
We do?
Yep.
Okay.
You got it last game.
Is it updated in the sheet or let's see.
I do not think so. Grizzak now has his +1 armor.
Expert quarterstaff. I did not magic my staff.
Correct, it was too expensive.
Right, and I'm using shillelagh, and I do have my woody. Sorry. Never mind, that's my shield.
You got it, Woody.
So the hide, medium armor, AC +3. That is expert now.
What is?
Okay. The medium armor hide.
Yep.
Expert. Does that give it a +1?
No, it gives
AC.
it reduces the armor check penalty by 1.
Check -2 then. Cool.
And then your +1 armor also affects your saves. Oh wait, no. It's higher level when it affects your saves. Give me a second.
No, this armor is +1. It's just not expert. It is +1.
It would have to be expert. So it's +1 expert.
+1 expert hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Dex
runes.
And the dex cap also drops, right?
No,
Doesn't.
it does not.
Bullshit.
No, there's no we that's one of our feedback is that there seems to be no way to drop that or make it better or
Yeah, how can you improve it?
Mm.
A feat, I would assume, somewhere. Okay, so the armor is... My AC is different now. Armor class. 3. So...
the rune adds an item bonus equal to the potency of the rune's value to the wearer's saving throws. So you get +1 AC to both your armor class and your touch AC, and +1 to your saving throws for +1 armor.
So my armor now is 4, and then 1, which makes this 14, 15, and makes this higher, 18, 20. That's good. And I could put...
And you make sure you add 1 to your saving throws.
Yep.
They basically took resistant items and jammed them into
Made
armor.
them into armor, yeah.
Yep.
959. Okay. That's very cool. That is pretty cool.
We're going to need a little bit of muscle to stay behind. I don't... Yes, a god for me, says Fabian. Rene and Nibbles draw straws, and Nibbles loses. And Nibbles and Fabian will remain behind to guard the manor while the others go up the road. Mazatec looks really worried about Nibbles, Nibbles and Fabian being in charge of the manor while the group of you leaves. But
No. No.
but he doesn't protest because he doesn't
We
want
need
chair.
to go.
He doesn't want a chair broken over his face again. He doesn't want a critical chair to the head.
It's like, do goblins' teeth grow back? Oh, no.
Don't worry, we'll take excellent care of the manor while you're gone.
I will look through all your things.
Says Nibbles. Oh, Mazatec just...
Make certain that none of the no good come in here to steal anything. It is still part of our requirement for the lady.
Nibbles knows how to be a guard.
Protect it like you would your crops, Farmer Nibbles.
I'll bite off any fingers that steal.
he says. Fabian's like, ooh. And Fabian will go back into the manor, and Nibbles will linger near the front door. He grins at Mazatec, who's looking back at the manor. It doesn't look like Mazatec gets out very often.
He's been in this cave at least once because he's supposed to show us the way.
Yep. Mazatec has a little pouch of alchemical goods, and he has a little book on him, and he's got his walking staff, and he even has his little character sheet.
So I'm trying to figure out
Character sheet
What's-
stuffed in his shoe.
I'm trying to figure out the spells that I would need to protect myself from what he described, and I'm having a hard time doing that because I don't know what the description what it does or what my spells here do. Everything's a little different now. Yeah, this will be fun.
All right, well, look it. Obadiah, give me some spells and let's see how we do.
Protection from evil is now a custom spell that you need to research or something.
I noticed.
It also doesn't protect you from saver sucks, but saver sucks really aren't saver sucks. So, it's critical save, or it's don't critical
this
fumble or
It's a
suck.
great
you know.
spell.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the manor map, and we'll stick Nibbles at the doorway, and we'll stick Fabian upstairs in the library as he's just basically gonna catalog books. The sheriff is out late this morning. He waves to you guys as you're leaving.
Who's coming with us? Who's coming with us here to the cave?
We are going.
Yeah,
not the
we're
six of
leaving.
us.
We're leaving somebody behind, right?
Yes, Nibbles and Fabian.
We just had that conversation in front of you, says Ziva. Almost.
I was talking to Obadiah.
Who?
Obadiah.
Believe he's talking about his god, Obadiah.
He doesn't even pronounce his god's name right.
I wouldn't expect goblins to know. It's all right.
Maybe it's brain damage.
Damaging brains ain't funny. Can't
Yeah,
eat them if they're pulpous.
There's some time when you're right. It is not funny.
It's absolutely not funny. It's ruining a good meal. Take your brains out. You mix it with the cheese. It's horrible. Come on. Bees take a long time to make their brains.
Bees?
Your brain, sweet. You smash it, you get all the pieces and the yellow sticky stuff and sweet. You don't want that.
You're gross.
I've never seen a brain that was yellow and sticky.
Bees make it. What's wrong with you?
Are you talking about
honey.
a beehive? Steve's just laughing at that. Mazethek seems uncertain. What?
Oh, bee brain, very small, very small.
You guys have weird words.
I need a marching order.
So to stream, Grizzak basically grew up on his own and called things on his own, learned things on. It's a good thing he speaks the same language these fuckers know how to speak. So things are a little weird for him. Hence the confusion. He also been struck by lightning a lot. Doesn't help.
Druid, are you rear guard or are you mid?
I'll be rear. I'll be in the rear.
Oh, damn it. Alright, Grinthark just naturally ends up being out front because of how quick he moves. Let's see. Ziva wants to be away from Grizzak. And Mazethek needs to show you the way. Mazethek moves at 25.
Slow down! What the fuck?
Zyra and Rene, how fast do you guys move?
Zyra moves at 25 in armor.
Okay.
Rene moves at 20 in armor.
Alright, so Rene just kind of naturally over the course of an hour-long walk along the road ends up slow like Grizzak.
Man.
And
Hey, Rene!
Ziva moves at 30, so she ends up kind of ahead.
There we go. Okay.
All right, you begin to walk down the trail. It is a very humid summer day. Like, it's very warm. Those that are in armor are kind of like overheating a little bit. There is the odd breeze that comes through the trees as you're walking up basically a forested road. This is little better than a cart trail. Wagons may have a difficult time at parts of this, especially during wet season, but it definitely is in the wet season. It is summer. Grinthark is just kind of skipping ahead at a movement rate of
Will be infinity.
40.
Like
He's
I said,
twice as
infinity.
fast as Rene Grizzak, so he's way ahead. He just long, quick strides, and he's like, "Oh man, it's hot out here, man. You move too quick, Grinthark," says Ziva.
Oh yes, it is very, very swampy day.
It is very uncomfortable.
We're not going to a swamp, are we? Says Ziva with like horror across her face.
Yeah, pool!
Oh no, swamp is to east, but there will be many flies when the sun goes down.
Sprinkles!
Sprinkle.
Yeah, the little black things that fly around. You put them down in your bread and you eat them. Makes them a little crunchy. Sprinkles!
C'est la vie. Sprinkle it is.
I love them.
Remind me never to let you do the cooking.
Oh no, Mazethek do cooking.
You're a very
you,
good cook,
Mazatec.
Mazatec, says Ziva, and she smiles at her sister as they had the same thought.
Yep.
Oh yes, Mazatec always cook. Mazatec cook and clean and cook and clean. Mazatec have many duties.
Tank, good day. Good, thank you for joining us.
Hey, how you doing?
Good work, DM. Good work. All right. So the group of you are going up this the summer trail. You trek for several hours. When finally Mazatec is marched ahead, you cluster up a little bit as he's trying to find like the tree or the marker.
Mazatec think that it is close. Look for mark and tree. Yes.
While Mazatec is staring at trees and looking at other things, I need a perception check from the 5 of you.
I was about to ask her. Oh, we didn't have a random encounter. Nice. Oh.
Oh, you want it to be random? Okay.
Oh.
There's an encounter.
I thought you just rolled behind the scenes. All right. So 12 for Zyra.
All right, there we go.
20 for Rene.
Give me the Grizzak here.
Oh. Ooh. Oh! Ahmed was busy.
14 for Grizzak.
There's a character sheet in the thing. 21 from Nibbles, who's not here. Never mind.
Sorry, I was prepping the encounter and I wasn't paying attention to your numbers.
So far, 20 is the winner.
Fabian isn't here. Zyra, Nibbles, Grizzak, Rene. We've got Mazatec.
Ziva gets a 25.
And we have
Or 23.
some W big and W small. Alright, Zyra got what?
23.
Nibbles? Nibbles
Here.
not here. Grinthark.
Grizzak got 13.
Ziva.
Ziva. Sorry, Zyra got the 20. Ziva got the 23.
Okay. Rene.
Shit. Rene got the 20. Zyra got the 12. Ziva got the 23.
Got it. Mazatec?
Right. Now it's Ahmed. So Mazatec, nobody rolled. He rolled, got 7, and then added the bonus.
1. 8.
Perfect.
W big and W small. You don't know what those are. Lie. DM stuff. W big has a 14. W small has a 17. Grizzak?
14.
I think I spelled Grizzak wrong. Oh well.
He doesn't spell it consistently even.
Spelling? He doesn't know language.
Obadiah taught him language.
Alright.
And by Obadiah, I mean Obed High.
Just quickly arrange this.
As opposed to some Mormon sounding.
That's Obadiah.
Okay.
Obadiah.
While
Obadiah.
Mazatec is looking at the trees, there is a low growl from behind you, Grizzak, as Grizzak hears the sound of what he thinks
of his own existence. Come on in, your puppy dog.
what he thinks are cats. There are two
Dogs.
There are two angry-looking wolves that that are kind of following your trail.
Oh, that close.
No, you see them coming out of the bushes, kind of like they're going to follow the trail. They growl at you, Grizzak, and then
Are they the same size mod?
what's that?
Uh-oh. Never mind. I understand now.
When you hear language, I don't know if any of you speak Goblin. Maybe Mazatec does, but you hear a low guttural sound in Goblin that goes grrr, grrr, and the dogs seem to the wolves seem to bare their fangs at this and look like they're going to attack. Because perception is
It
initiative.
is initiative. We're just ready to go.
Yep.
What was the DC? Because we'll see who's flat-footed for the surprise. I think that's how it works.
I'm not sure if that's how it works.
Okay.
I don't. Well, I think some people are flat-footed if versus the rogue, who if they don't get to act in the round. There may be perception checks. There may be something else. You don't see what had spoke to you, but the sound did come from the bushes over here. Ziva gets to react first. She's going to react defensively. She's like, "What's that?" And she is going to. Her bow is now magical. Okay, so she's going to take out her bow as a manipulate action. She is going to cast a mage armor, which I believe is an activity. So I think she's done. She's got her bow out, and she's cast mage armor.
Okay.
Armor is semantic, verbal, and is she casting it as a first or second circle spell?
She's casting it as a. Oh, well, what are the boosts as a second?
Heightening.
Plus
I
2
can-
AC, plus 1 to saving throws.
No, she's doing it as a first. She doesn't have enough seconds. She'll save them. She doesn't know what it is.
It is
yet.
1 day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Rene, what are you doing? Rene is a warrior dressed in breastplate. He's got a shield on his back, and his weapons are, I guess, are not out.
Rene is going to fix the shield, draw the weapon,
Okay.
and step forward.
And 5-foot step. As long as you're touching the ground, you're on the road. It may be difficult terrain.
You know what? I will draw my shield, I'll draw my sword, and I will raise my shield until I get behind me, Grizzak. The doggy is here.
Yeah, there's lots of underbrush. This might be difficult terrain, and might provide some concealment. Kick some asses, Drakester. Nice little dragon there, bud. All right.
Hey, Drakes.
We've got W small. These wolves. This guy wasn't quite touching, so it took him 10. And he's going to move up to Grizzak. Hey, look, hey, Grizzak, for a brief moment you thought the wolf was coming to say hello.
It's sort of like hello.
Yep.
Hey, kitty!
This one wolf strides right up to Grizzak and pounces. You're like, oh, it's going to try to give me some love. Nope. Its jaws are snapping at you, Grizzak. It hits AC 19.
Oh, that hit.
Okay. Doing
Falls prone.
4 damage, taking your legs out from underneath you, and you fall
Gosh,
prone.
not again! Son of a...
The other one is going to... It was touching the road, so it's just going to move striding up to Grizzak. Looks like it has to do 2 strides. It ends up close to Rene. It's stupid. And it's just going to bite at Grizzak, who's down on the ground. You have the flat-footed condition for being prone.
Does the first one attack twice or just the one time?
Yeah, it'll attack a second time.
Okay.
AC 19
That hit.
for 3 damage.
Okay.
And then so that second one had to double stride, so it then only got a single attack. So the one that strode a single time will savagely bite at Grizzak again. AC 18.
That's my AC.
Okay, so Grizzak got bit 3 times. This time for 6 damage.
I was
As these 2 wolves are savaging Grizzak.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to heal Grizzak. I'm gonna have to touch him.
You have to touch him.
All right, and then something is stealthing in the bushes. But it's just trying to get to the road. So some of you are probably seeing it. It is coming out here. We'll say that was a stride action, and then it has to move, and it's going to bite Mazethek. This wolf seems to be about 3 times the size as the other wolves, like just in bulk and mass. Its eyes belay a strange intelligence, and it actually barked something, which you're pretty sure that Mazathic understood, and like went tumbling back from it. It is very muscular and strong, and is going to try to savage Mazathic. AC 25 is potentially a critical hit. Let's look at Mazathek's AC.
Oh no.
Mazathic with his little... His AC
double total hit points is auto kill.
15. And it rolled 25, so it critical hit Mazathic. Oh god! Oh no! 2d8 plus 6. $11 damage. Mazathic is badly savaged. And
is he knocked prone? Does it have the doggo power?
Yep. It is oh. That's bad. Okay, it savages Mazathic, and it kind of like looks at the rest of you and growls. It huffs something in a language, and you're pretty sure that it's claiming that Mazathic is his. Grizzak, what are you doing? You're on the ground being bitten. These are not love kisses. From the dog. What are you doing?
Grizzak's gonna cast the electric arc.
Okay. At the 2 wolves.
Yeah, give me a reflex save. And now, hold on, Sparkles isn't with me, is he?
Sparky? No, you haven't bonded with Sparky.
Right.
Sparky
right.
is still at the barn outside of the caretaker's manor.
Yeah. So
he's got his own section of the barn. He's still being kept.
Yeah.
Has not yet caught on fire.
DC 17 saves.
17.
Yep.
Okay. The one to the right of you is first. Fail and critical fail.
Okay. Let's electric arc these guys.
Lightning goes sparking out of your hands. It hits one of the wolves. It cries out in pain, and the other one just goes right into the mouth of the other wolf, and it's
D6. So on a critical,
you could see its
double
skull
damage.
kind of like lighting up through its skin from these shocks.
So double damage, does that mean I roll twice?
You roll once.
Roll once and just double it.
By 2.
So it's a d6 plus 4 because I get to add my ability. This is heightened now.
Mm-hmm.
6 damage
So
and 12 damage for the other.
Okay. The one that took 12 damage is bloodied. The other one is just hurt. That was an activity. You've got 1 action left, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to raise my shield up.
You're going to stay prone and raise your shield? Okay. Grizzak's got his wooden shield up.
Yeah, raise my shield up. Because they'll likely hit me and drop me prone again, so...
Hey man, fucking get off Mazathic, man. Grintark's pulling out a dagger.
Grintark, you take that one, I got these 2.
This one's bigger, man. I'm gonna need some help. He pulls out his magic silver dagger that he just recently magicked. He is going to stride towards the warg and then chuck the dagger. And I'll let one of you guys roll his attack roll.
Super blue.
His attack is +8 with the dagger.
AC 23.
AC
Super blue.
23 is not a critical hit against the smart wolf.
2d4 plus something.
That's wearing armor and has thieves' tools.
2d4 plus 4 for the magic quicksilver.
9 damage.
9 damage. The dog looks really annoyed at that and it snatches at the dagger that's sticking out of its...
The intelligent dog picks up the dagger in its mouth and runs away.
No, it does pick the dagger out of its side and spits it to the ground. Which brings us to Zyra. Zyra, Grizzak's getting savage to the front and Mazathek's getting savage to the back. How much damage did Mazathek take? I don't think we put it on the token.
Mazathek is far more hurt.
Grizzak has a ton of hit points.
It was
Grizzak's
11.
fine.
It was 11.
Grizzak's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Mazatec has 16 hit points.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh,
That's a problem. Okay,
triple
so
that.
Zyra is allowed to go one space through difficult terrain without incurring difficult terrain penalties.
Yep.
She
As,
can
as
heal
long as
from
you're
there.
touching the road, you're not in difficult terrain.
So she's going to move like that.
But that is, yep.
So she can ignore 1 square of difficult terrain per round because of her agile feet.
Cool.
Adam, you can cast healing also from range, right? Or do you want to do it
but
twice?
I would like more dice.
All right,
Okay,
so you go
okay,
skipping
okay.
along the side.
got it,
You go
got it. I
skipping
didn't-
along the
I
side
didn't
of the trail, and you kind of dive through some bushes, and Mazatec's on the ground, all bloody.
So, and she will do a 2-action activity to cast a heal on Mazatec, doing.
Heal is 1 action.
Right, it's 2 actions. I can add an action to add an extra D8.
How many do you get in total?
I think right now it's 4d8
Why don't you just do it twice?
because I want to save the power
You're gonna
of,
save it.
of
Got you.
Grayskull.
Oh, understood. Okay, gotcha. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Okay, you call upon the grace of Lirr to heal the goblin Mazatec.
Yes.
He has yet to identify the tree or the marking where you're supposed to leave the road without Mazatec.
Yeah, we still need him.
Yep.
But that's not why I'm healing him. I would have healed him if we didn't need him. Previous.
Okay.
Save the elf!
Grizzak getting everyone's ancestry wrong.
It's very confusing. I'm just checking because
He's
it's now
consistent, though.
it is heightened. So it is heightened by 2d8. So I do 4d8 plus ability score healing when I do it this way.
It's crazy. That's an insane amount of healing.
Aha! 26 healing. Do you feel better?
Holy crap. But actually, you know what? For the amount of hit points that we're carrying around, that kind of
We
makes
need
sense.
it.
That makes sense because otherwise you'd like.
Mazatec's wounds are quickly reknit as silvery
Run,
light flows.
Mazatec, run!
Oh, Mazatec, get out of here.
Run, you fool!
Run, you fool! Fly, you fool!
All right, I'm just gonna check the reactions that the smart wolf has. It has a really interesting reaction.
If a goblin is prone and just got healed and decided to get up,
Oh,
come on!
Okay, so Mazatec stands from prone. He's then going to stride. He doesn't stride as far as you hoped that he would. He strides to here, and then as a manipulate action, he pulls out some sort of alchemy flask thing. So up, move, pull. Okay.
That's alright.
Ziva. You're a very bad dog, is what she says as she's going to, can you heighten magic missiles to 2nd level?
Magic missiles.
Let me just check.
Yeah. Because if not, a
Magic
three
missiles. Yes,
action.
They heighten +2. You shoot 1 additional missile with each action you spend.
Yeah, I get that. She's going to spend 3 actions.
So at heightened,
Or-
so no, it's +2, but it's so it would be a 3rd circle spell.
Okay, got it. She'll cast a 1st circle magic missile, but she's going to use 3 actions in the activity to fire 3 missiles.
So that's a 3rd, 5th, 9th. So you could add 3. You could do 4 per action. You could do 12d4 plus 12. That's pretty
Three harsh pink lights come flying out of her hand as she finishes her spell, and they go flying around Grinthark and and Zyra and into the warg creature for 11 damage. The thing yelps at this and growls more fiercely. The creature is not bloodied.
Okay.
Rene.
Grizzak, are you
I got this.
perfectamo?
Grizzak's on the ground. The wolves, animals really hate Grizzak.
He smells like defecated food.
Rene is
worst
going
druid ever.
to double move up to the warg
Okay.
and will attack it once.
The thing growls at you as you're approaching. You've got your longsword in your hand, or your
I've
warhammer?
got my magic warhammer.
Okay. It seems wary of Rene.
I am the biggest, baddest dog ear.
It understood what you said and growled at you.
Fight me, brah. AC 26.
Oh fuck. AC 16.
Crit, go prone. You're prone now. Ha!
Oh, with the crit power, he's prone.
With the crit power of hammer.
Okay. So that's the critical effect of the prone, but now there's like a whole whack ton of damage.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So normally it's 2d8, that becomes 4d8, and then you double
4d8
your
plus 8.
strength.
32 damage.
Okay, so that drops it to 0 hit points. Unconscious is yeah, it's unconscious and it's dying.
Alpha.
Zero hit points and dying 1.
Just as a, sort of aside, that movie Alpha tickles a cockle in my heart. I really want it not to suck.
Oh, the one about
The kid and the wolf.
Yeah, like the first domesticated dog, basically.
Yeah.
Or wolf.
Yeah.
So his initiative moves up to above Renee's, and is dying 1. The smaller W's, which are wolves, are going to continue to savage Grizzak, who's on his back.
Oh, you kitty's so big.
Grizzak's about to take like 66 plus 12
And
damage.
a lot of damage. Let's see how this goes.
He's about to get it all eaten.
Okay, their first savaging attacks, AC 13, AC 17.
Miss.
Shield up. Shields up.
Yeah, but you're also flat-footed, so you
It's
minus 2.
-2 plus 1 for your shield? What kind of shield do you have?
2.
Okay, you got a heavy shield, so
So
he's
I'm at my AC is 18.
Okay, and then their second attacks. AC 8 and AC 8.
Come on, Woody. Yeah.
Yeah, they're scratching up against your shield, and then their last attacks are at -3.
Maybe 20s, I swear.
Miss and miss. Okay, so they're clawing and biting and growling, and there's tufts of hair everywhere. They're trying to jump on Grizzak. He's pushing them away. Another one tries to jump at you, and you kind of kick it in between its
This is my
its legs.
strategy.
He just kicks, legs kicking up on their shield.
Ziva looks around with this horrified look on her face. Grizzak, your strategy continues, I guess.
Oh, but
Are you doing
Give
your
me
electric
reflex saves.
your electric loop again?
Yep.
Your electric boogaloo? Okay. The one to the right is the first roll. Failed and failed. I assume you're DC 16, right? 17?
17.
Okay.
Because DDCs are not level based.
8.
Unconscious, maybe, potentially, getting close.
Oh, the wolf creature. Nope. Single digits. Both of them are injured. The one to your right is now bloodied. The other one is really, really injured. But it looks like they don't want to fight anymore, or you've given them.
Oh, no, you don't.
All right, that was a 2
Have
action.
me some kitty tonight.
That was 2 action activity.
Do I have to raise my shield again?
Yep.
If you want it to be raised.
Raise my shield again.
Okay. Grinthark is going to move,
Pick up his dagger.
pick up his dagger, and then stab the warg. I think he has to roll.
Yeah, because you might crit and you might not. So he gets two thingies.
2 dying, yep. So it's dying 3. He's like, oh, here's my dagger! I lost it again!
No sympathy for talking demon dog.
No, man, that's fucking war, man. That's bad news. Bad news, dog. Zyra? Standing in the bushes? After mega healing Mazatec? Your hands are still glowing from all that healing?
Over heal.
I could use some of that.
Bad dog. Bad dog. Yeah, you would not actually confuse a dog. Like a wolf and a dog are not there. You know. You know. You look at one, you know.
Yeah, they have this mean sort of lean look to them.
We're going to. Oh.
This one's currently biting at Grizzak's boot, like the bottom of his boot is in the wolf's mouth. Is going.
Okay, we moved. We're going to draw a rapier and we're going to stab this one. Because this is what we're good at. This is how you know you're a priest. AC 23.
Not a critical hit though. AC 15.
Does not matter. Get it. Get it. 6 damage.
Wow. Okay. Injuring it badly. It's now looking at you. Mazatec. He's just holding on to his bomb. I don't think he's doing anything. I don't think he wants to try to throw it. He's worried about hitting Zyra and Grizzak. Ziva. Ziva's gonna fire with her bow, although these wolves have screening. She could move into the difficult terrain, I guess.
Does she have that fleet foot elf power?
I think she can move. She could ignore that first 5. No, she didn't take it. She took Elven Familiarity. So there's 2 strides to get to there. And now it's flat-footed. She fires with a bow and critically misses. An arrow goes flying over the wolf and it brushes Grizzak's hair as he was looking around. The warg. The warg tries to make a... what is Rene's DC? Class DC?
Rene's class DC.
What the snap?
17?
What
he's
the
supposed to be
snap?
here once he figures out how to make the internet work
Oh.
at his cousin's house. AC 27. Or, DC 17.
You delicious D&D player, you. I mean...
Don't know if I had proficiency bonuses for the weapon that I used.
I think it's just your class DC.
Okay, then DC 17.
Which becomes its fort save DC to survive. It fails. Wait, 8
Does it have a +9?
plus 7 is 15. So I don't know whether it goes down by 1 or if it just becomes.
Hello, Mom.
Did it make it or no?
It failed. It didn't fail critically though.
Okay, I believe its dying condition goes up by 1.
Yep.
Even if it failed.
No, because it failed, it goes down by 1. If it sorry, I mean like it gets worse. You get 1 worse.
Right, so it dies.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Yeah, it just bleeds out. Mark, how's it going?
All right, I don't have a great internet here apparently, but we'll make do with what we got. Oh, there we go. I got some green bars now. All right.
Where is here?
man.
I am in just outside the little town of Spanish right now.
España?
I just finished feeding chickens.
Not España.
No.
No.
Mark is not.
Okay, we'll get to your characters in a minute. Fabian might have found something that might have Fabian rushing out to join.
I'm gonna
The
get
group.
nature on me. Oh no.
Basically, Fabian and Nibbles. Fabian stayed behind in the manor to catalog like stuff, to catalog books and things in the manor. while
Okay.
Nibbles lost a draw of the straws with Rene to stay behind and guard the manor. But there may be a reason why the two of you are like rushing out to go meet them.
Maybe it's whatever horrible, like the identification of whatever horrible monsters in that cave. Because I'm guessing it's horrible.
Adam, shush your bush.
It's a horrible thing in the cave. I don't want to go in the cave.
Shush your bush. All right, so there's still
It's really
wolves.
smart. He's like, oh, the thing to stop the light spell is in the cave.
Magically, the wolves are healing. You don't know why. Rene, what are you doing? There's still two really injured wolves that are growling at your companions.
The one that's looking at Zyra.
Yep. You stride up beside Zyra. Grizzak's on his back, kind of turtling with his shield in the air and his boots flailing.
Do not get to look at her. I'm going to smack the wolf that is looking at the healing.
If Grizzak
Beast.
were a monk, this would be called
the... AC 14?
No, that is a miss. The thing scampers out of the way of your magic hammer, which clangs into the ground with great
It's
force.
a miss by more than one.
It is a miss by 2. Oh, wait. It's a miss by 1.
Miss by 1. We will use as a power.
Okay, Zyra uses the bit of luck power, as her goddess is a goddess of luck as well.
She also does not like getting bitten by wolves.
Yep.
9 damage.
9 damage, kills a wolf.
Yeah.
You hit it in the head. Wham! The thing goes scampering back and kind of unceremoniously upends into some of the bushes. You had to kind of blink twice to find out where it went, and it's just not moving anymore. The wolf on Grizzak's going to do one more nip before running away.
Yeah.
Critical miss. And then it's going to scamper away into the bushes. Because it's hurt. So it moves down the trail, and then it's going to start moving into the bushes. Grizzak.
How far away is it?
As the crow flies, 50 feet.
I'm gonna electric arc it.
Grizzak peeks over his shield. He sees
There
it.
you are.
Give me a reflex save.
Fails.
Okay, D8 plus 4, please.
9 damage. You see the thing tumble down into the grasses.
That's for coming after me, kitty.
Renee's going to grab the dwarf by the collar and pick him up. Like, just upend the dwarf.
No thanks, big guy.
Ziva's looking around. She's got an arrow out, and she's just looking into the wilderness. That was unfriendly. What's it with wolves around here?
What's it with wolf and this dwarf? He's must smell like dog food or something.
I carry this dead rat with me. I don't know why they keep coming after me.
Better you than me,
Supposed to keep him away.
I think those are kind of a warg, man. It's not normal wolf right there.
Yeah, why is the dog talking?
Oh, Mazatec worried about this. There was a wolf that was eating sheep of one of farmers. Oh, I did not think the wolf was north. It ate from the south. Oh, very, very sorry.
Not a problem, Mazatec. Are you okay? You took a savage biting.
Oh, Mazatec, perfectly fine. Now do not worry about Mazatec. He is beneath worry.
Okay.
You're all right, Grizzak. You're not bleeding too much.
No, I'll be fine.
Actually,
If you want to give me 10 minutes, I should be just fine, actually.
Sure.
haven't-
I would like to see how you do this. You've talked about it before.
Grizzak's gonna...
Rub
Okay,
some
so
seeds
there-
on it and see if that heals him.
Yeah. So once per day per character, or once per character per day, Grizzak can spend 10 minutes, and if he's in nature, if Marty would allow it, I think it's 2d8 healing.
Why do I need to allow you to use your power?
Because it lets me not use it.
It's
the
1d8
bonus.
plus wisdom, and you get an extra d8 if you're in a particularly natural location.
Oh yeah, this is you're on a small cart path in the middle of bushes. You're in a natural location.
Cool. Adam, 10 minutes pass. Adam, can you give me 2d6 plus 4? Or actually, Mark's new.
2d6 plus 4?
2d8. I'm sorry, 2d8 plus 4.
Well, first you have to. No. First you have to roll a check, don't you? DC 20 nature check.
Is there? Oh, this power sucks.
Yeah, you have to. You have to make a check, you jackass. You have to rub poop in your wounds. Do it.
What is this called?
This is called natural medicine.
Natural
Almost
medicine.
there.
Okay. Naturopathy. All right.
Okay. Here we go. Grizzak's back.
Yeah, it's DC 20 nature check.
Step 1. DC 20
So
nature check.
nature check. What is my thing?
All right, so Grizzak's like marching around in a big circle. He's looking for things. He's grabbing things. He's chewing them up and making a natural poultice and
Oh, nope. 18. Does not make it.
Spends 10 minutes rubbing stuff on himself.
yeah, he makes a poultice. He comes back. There's a bandage on his wounds, and you guys were at this point, I guess, standing around the ward talking about it.
Yeah. That thing has big teeth. Renee's like looking at its tongue.
Yeah, its tongue is different.
It does
Its head
Okay,
is
make-
also strange.
human words. It's what was it saying?
Oh,
Anybody know?
Mazethek says that. Oh, it said that it did not like me here. No. I think this creature. Oh, Mazethek man. Maybe this creature know Hunclay.
You specifically, or like you as in the group of us?
Oh, Mazethek. Think that creature knows Mazethek.
Mazatek, it sounds like Hunclay is a bit of a dick. Everybody who know him either ignore him or think he is a dick.
Mazethek learned very early to push aside such feelings about Master. No, Master is great wizard. Do not think bad things about him. Or you get whipped or worse. No.
I don't know if you know the concept. Actually, you do know the concept. I say Hunclay is a dick. That would be like having. It is not like oil and water. It's more like oil or water and salt. You can have a jar with is a dick, salt, and is a good wizard, water, at the same time.
I didn't know you were an alchemist.
Mazethek will ponder your formula. Yes. Very wise, very wise.
Grizzak comes back with stupid-looking poultices. You know, Grizzak, you just couldn't find the right berries and the right herbs in this region.
Ah, damn it.
Do you become bolstered to this effect?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Zyra is going to
It's
pull out her
interesting.
knife.
You can use this feat to heal a particular creature only once per day, but it doesn't use the terminology for that.
Other
So
people.
someone else could do it, probably.
You can use this feat to heal a particular creature only once per day.
Use this feat to heal a particular creature only once per day.
Let's take a. I'm going to go look at Battle Medic and compare because they're very
Wait, hold
similar
on.
powers.
So I can try this again. Wait, am I
You
bolstered?
can
Am I
just try it
bolstered?
until you succeed. Because if it doesn't bolster,
does
you
it
can.
Oh,
say-
maybe that's it.
Wisdom modifier. It doesn't say bolstered.
On a success, you do a thing. If
no
you're a
failure.
master, it does another thing.
So Battle Medics actually specifically says bolstered.
This doesn't.
But I think the difference is this thing takes 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a
single action.
It is not an encounter thing. So I guess you could keep on trying because you didn't actually heal. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want to keep waiting, I could try again.
I don't even know. This is the first time we've seen you do it, so we don't know how long it's supposed to take. So
Yeah, shouldn't just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer.
He comes back. He's like, I didn't get the right herbs, and he goes wandering off in the wilderness again.
Let's try it again.
I would put a little note, just trying to clarify that feat in our little sticky note pile.
Bullshit berries here. Try later. None of these berries are good.
Because I need to throw out this pen because it doesn't work anymore.
That is an important. That is actually one of those things you have to program into your brain. If the pen doesn't work, throw it the fuck out. Don't stick it back in the jar. Every human, that by natural selection, somehow encouraged humans to keep pens that don't work because it might work later.
It's pack rat in you.
Okay. This goes into our massive sticky note pile that I have not... Sticky note pile. Feedbacks are good. All right, so Grizzak continues to gather herbs and apparently spices. He doesn't need the spices. Meanwhile, at Hunclay's manor, Fabian, you're looking through some of the books, kind of cataloging things. Do you know how to read magic, or like do you have skills in Arcana?
I am trained in Arcana.
Does that mean you could identify things? Or read magic? I don't know.
I have to look.
Read magic is a... Yes. You understand magical writing, as long as it's in a language you can normally read. You can make an Arcana check. Interesting. So you can actually look through Hunclay's spell books and figure out what it is that he knew how to do. So there's the main library, there's the star charts, and then there were 6 special books that you found in a chest that you suspect are his spell books. Where are you glancing? Where are you reading? Where are you concentrating your categorization of his stuff?
Like what room?
Oh no, like which collection are you?
He's most interested in like the astronomy and like because clearly this is something he was obsessed with.
Got it. Okay, so what is your bonus to astronomy? Or sorry, your bonus to Arcana or occultism? Either or.
Occultism is. I gotta double check. I think it's 8. No, 7.
I'll yellow those dice are 7.
Yep.
Okay. Fabian finds a loose sheet amongst some of the star charts. And the loose sheet looks like it was maybe part of another book or his journal, or it was just like a note he wrote down that maybe belonged to another collection, but it was excited. He actually writes, Eureka, I think I know how to summon an emissary of the dark tapestry.
Knowledge bard? What is that?
It is called...
Unless occult is a... It's Farmer Nibbles. Why am
I think I found its name. although I am not certain how, I should try to summon this one away from town at the cave.
Okay.
And then there's a name? You don't know if it's the name of the creature or the name of, like, the proper name of the creature or the name of the creature type. And the name is...
It's fucking Cthulhu's cousin. This guy's such an asshole. Hunclay is the worst. Hunclay, you suck. Oh, Hunclay, you've been left such a mess.
Here, Mark.
That'd be Cthulhu's fucking cousin.
Okay. Okie doke.
You could give me another recall lore check.
I'm going to take 10
Yep.
on my bardic lore and hope that a 16 gives me something.
Okay. This is the name of a type of creature. You know that it is the following things. And you know it's a colloquial name amongst scholars of such evil things. You're looking at the Twitch chat, right?
Nope. I am... Okay, yeah, alright.
It's commonly called...
Oh, that sounds so not
Our
good.
party is safe.
Alright. And he's... Alright. Summoned that in the cave, did he?
Yeah, you're pretty certain that these things live in this plane.
Nothing good comes from there.
You know your companions are marching to the cave and don't realize what they might be marching into.
Oh, this is, Nibbles? Little goblin thing? Nibbles?
You wander down the stairs.
Oh, is that called?
He's standing outside,
Yeah.
sharpening his axe or something.
We, in the spirit of not being terrible people, need to go and prevent our newfound friends from walking into the jaws of death. Specifically, jaws that will collect their brains. What? Yes, it seems Hunclay summoned a creature from the abyss. It's really it's rather technical, and I don't think you particularly care about the details. The point is, those two lovely elven women will die along with, you know, the filthy one and the one in metal. And it's rather powerful. It would crush that goat demon likely. Oh, it took all of us to be goat demon. Yes, yes. Nibbles will go, but only to show Rene that the axe is best. Sure. All right. Lead the way, though, and we need to hurry. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Onward. Onward. No, no. Eat first. Little peckish. Little. Okay. Okay. We go. We go. You give me Becky. We go. And they're off to the rescue.
All right. Thanks to Grizzak spending a half an hour digging through the wilderness after fighting the the wolves.
Third roll on nature.
Yep.
I have an hour. I get one more try.
Yep. Here we go.
Come on. Oh, Nelly.
You've just caked yourself in mud, Grizzak. I don't know if this. I don't think it works this way.
You want to try it?
Oh man, that's gross, man. What are you doing, man?
Let's get this mud off. Zyra's going to try to medic it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Why do you keep closing your eyes before you do it?
We'll try it the knife.
He's like, just don't move.
All right. So you're.
Calm down. Calm down.
It succeeds.
Cleaning his wound and making it better.
Which map are you guys on?
Hunclay Manor.
Oh, okay.
Off to the side.
And let me just
All right.
battle medic.
There we go. Thank you.
Regain 1d10 plus hit point, or 1d10 plus wisdom. 12 healing.
All right. The Grizzak's back. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh man, someone come this way, man. I was down there. They're coming. I can hear the complaining, man. It looks like Nibbles and Fabian, man.
Well, thank you very kindly, wife. I'll take the rear again.
Did you just call Grizzak Grindark your wife?
Zyra.
Ziva.
No, you're pretty certain you addressed Grindark with that.
Oh man, what are you doing here, man?
All right. I'm flexible.
Grindark is got his foot up on one of the dead wolves. He's got his dagger. He's just sort of picking his nail as you're approaching. Oh man, I got everything under control, man. What are you doing here, man?
Is there something wrong with the house?
No, the house is fine. House very good, yes. It's very good. Lots of cheese.
Oh no, Mazathic!
Very good.
He's about to complain, but then he looks at Nibbles and then looks away.
Nibbles is giving him a dirty look. Like, yeah, go ahead, complain. I dare you.
The pecking order has been established. Yeah, people are coming over to see what's up.
He pulls out like a little hanky and starts dabbing his forehead. Oh, I must look so unkempt. I do so hate sweating. It's despicable.
I was
However,
looking for just a thing. Rene
I have
would
made
take
this
the hanky and wipe
sacrifice
blood off of his
for
hammer.
you. This sacrifice for you. I have come to warn you, and clearly the fact that you decide to take your time when traveling has worked to your benefit this day, as it seems that wizard Hunclay summoned another demon. I got pinches right here, right in the side. Ow.
All right, the way you get the stitch to go away, you straighten up, shoulders apart, get big air. Come on, you can breathe.
Grindark's like, right here, and it hurts.
You can also just, if you put some electricity through it, it'll heal right up. It'll close real quick.
I know. That's
Trust
not
me here.
how.
Give me a second.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, that is
Hold
not
on.
how
Let me get
healing
me some
works. I'm
electricity here.
quite sure.
Could we let him speak?
Yeah.
Demon in the cave.
Yeah, yes. It's well, it has several names. I mean, depending on your speaking with the layman or even us learned folk. I mean, technically, it's called a Nathalgu. It's commonly referred to among scholars in more slangy terms, shall we say, as a brain collector.
Knowledge religion?
Sure.
Or Nathagu? Or a brain collector? 22?
Sounds awful.
That is not right. That is not right at all.
Yeah, you think that only mad religions may conjure such creatures and aberrations from the abyss? Well, you're not sure whether it is actually from the abyss.
It sounds like an aberration.
Yes, it's like it's summoned from the abyss. And I don't know if you know this, but nothing good comes from the abyss.
Agreed. Well, what happens when the heroes go to the abyss to slay the monsters and then they come back? See, they're good.
They are tainted with madness and never the same again, I would assume.
Oh man, not the sort of place you want to go on vacation, man.
No, not where you go on vacation. No.
All right, so there is a thing that like brain in the cave.
Yes, it is. Well, we all fought that goat demon. I believe we were going with goat demon.
And that goat man.
Sure. Yes. It was a dangerous creature, I think it's fair to say. This particular creature would tear it in half.
How does it eat your brain or collect your brain? Can you do it when you're awake, or is there anything like, is there a shield for the brain?
Well, technically your shield for your brain is your skull. But, Marty? Does it just crack your skull and eat your brain, or does it, like, send a tendril up your nose?
Is it like
Put a coconut on your head.
Or is it like dude with a club?
You're pretty sure that if you were just lying beside it, it would basically extract it. You don't want to be helpless near the thing.
It has a process. You don't want to be helpless next to it. It will disable you prior to the
How to do that?
removal.
Would it do it singing or thing like that?
No, I'm not entirely sure. It's not like they went into great detail on this. It will take your brain. Just kill it before it takes your brain. That's all you need to do.
So you're saying that it likes brain. So if we had some sort of smart ass with us, it would be kind of decoy?
Oh, let's see. Where are you going with this? I can't imagine. No, I will not be bait. No. And
Grizzak's
besides, it's
looking
not a
in
matter
the
of
same direction
intelligence.
as you.
It's a matter of mass. You're larger than I am.
Imagine it.
With your 22, you actually think he's wrong about the abyssal point. You think it's from somewhere else. Like, you have this vague idea that, and it's now starting to coalesce around some of the things you guys have been talking about based off of Hunclay's research, that the Dark Tapestry may be separate from the Abyss. Might be a separate, equally as bad place.
It's the anti-abyss or the alter abyss. It's the bizarro abyss. I don't think it's a demon. I think it's from the Dark Tapestry.
Well, yes, the Dark Tapestry is the abyss. It's
No.
well-known
They're
fact.
different. They're different.
Oh man, what does it matter, man? How do we kill it?
That is a good question. Does magic hammer work against the brain thing?
Well, I'm assuming it does.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
I know of no special means required to kill it aside from tenacity and the willingness to die.
Perfect.
Man, we're full of all that stuff, man. Tenacity.
Exactly. We're ready to go. We're tenacious up to ear, and
You can call me Tenacious G.
Oh, shame on.
Shame on me.
no, bravo, sir, bravo.
We have no idea what the fuck Grintark's talking about half the time anyway, so...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, weird.
All right. Which way do we go, Mazatek?
Oh, we have not seen Mark. It must be close. Yes, yes.
All right, let's looking for Mark, and then we will see.
Okay. I'm going to unfog some stuff.
Darkness.
The lotion in the basket.
Rene critted the warg with his hammer, and it was awesome.
Oh, nice.
He did like a action guy quip and everything. It was. Is your axe magic yet?
No, not yet.
Did we fix another crystal?
I can. Yeah, we can
had
take the
time.
crystal. All right, we could have taken the crystal off his great sword and put it on his axe. And I'll do that now.
Oh, Mazathek, remember the marks on the map? Oh, yeah, there's the D1 over there.
No,
I remember this mark right here.
you could see that there's a stylized H that was sort of burned, perhaps with a spell, into a tree. It looks like it's grown over somewhat, like it's healed a little bit. But the scar is still barely visible in the tree, and then you trek down this ever so slight trail. You'd need to be a very good tracker to have seen this. But Mazathek does bring you to a bit of a clearing where there's a bit of water that is pooled, and you can see that the water continues inside of a cave. The light stretches a little bit into the cave, and yes, it is partially submerged.
Hey, that looks a little bit like a swamp to me.
At about this distance, you can smell a powerful rotting smell emanating from the kind of standing water of this area. It just looks like rainwater might collect in this area. It's mucky.
So the two dead body-looking black smudges
Where?
on the map by the D1.
Give me a second.
Are those
Or are they
things?
just logs?
Did Adam make a perception check?
Oh yes, Mazathek, remember this. These two were previous servants of Hunclay.
Previous servants of Hunclay.
Oh yes. They came out here, maybe, I do not know. Oh no. No, yes, they were out here. These servants did not live always. Some of these servants help him with his rituals to summon.
Zyra's gonna go take a look.
These bodies are kind of like half buried in the muck. They've been chewed apart by worms, and they're heavily rotted and distorted. You do notice that their craniums look like they've been opened, and they're missing brain.
Were they open surgically or smashily?
Weirdly, it's like the forehead got kind of opened up.
All right, I know what this is.
They've been
fucked
out
up.
they've been out here for months though, so and partially preserved by being pushed into the muck. Like they're almost like somebody tried to forget about them or dispose of the bodies in a poor fashion.
Hunclay is fucking horrible. Like he's going for ass of the year or decade or like a big unit at a time.
Oh, this is former servant Linus and Saba. Oh yes.
Humans?
Oh, they humans. Yes, they want to be acolyte of wizard.
Rene is pulling out a shield, and he's pulling out a hammer, and
Yeah, as you move closer, just this horrible smell of something rotting coming from inside the cave. Like the smell of it as you get closer is getting stronger in your nostrils.
Oh man, my nose is running, man. This is fucking disgusting.
Can Grizzak see in there?
Grizzak can see a little bit further.
Dark vision. So when the dark vision kick up. Oh, okay.
Rene will throw up his Unstone.
Okay. Yeah, taking it out of its bag, Ziva gets into the habit of casting the light spell on it daily.
So she casts it daily. Just go. All right.
This is a gross place, Fabian. You're standing in muck.
Yeah,
it seems
he's
to only get
casting.
muckier, and it is like humans are gross.
Yeah, he's casting a shield spell as well. Yeah.
You want, Fabian? Do you want us to make a hole in your shoe?
I beg your pardon. Why would I want holes in my shoes?
It keeps your feet from rotting in the water.
Oh, I will be throwing these boots out, I assure you. There will be no time for my feet to rot unless I die. Which I will blame on you, incidentally. Yeah, he casts a shield spell.
Okay. You can hear something deep in the cave going.
Rene will start to get a little bit closer to the edge of the water.
Nibbles will follow behind.
We're not going in there, are we? Oh man, there could be wizard things in there, man. Just plug your nose, man. Grizzak's got the clothespin that he found previously and just sticks it over his nose.
Do you want to try and draw it out, perhaps?
First, we got to see what's in there. How deep does the water look?
It goes up to your knees, probably at the cave entrance, and it gets a little bit deeper when you go in.
It's like difficult terrain.
Yeah, we'll call it difficult terrain.
We'll call it. Let me know when it's being called swim checks.
It sounds like swim checks for Nibbles.
There's enough headroom that you could probably walk in the water, and actually, there's enough headroom inside the cave that if you were walking on the water, Rene might just have to duck like an inch or two.
Water walk is a.
No.
It is a spell that. It is a spell that I could cast. I can cast water walk. Let me
You
take a look.
continue
I
to
can't
hear
cast it
this
second, but
this strange skittering and a weird wet hissing sound coming from deeper in the cave.
I could try and just draw it out. Don't want to fight waist deep in water that's clearly filthy and full of disease.
Grizzak's drinking it.
What do you mean? It's beautiful.
Okay, so Grizzak's gone to the edge of the water where the dead bodies are, and he's drinking it. Give me a fortitude
see.
save.
I hope you took Hardy.
No.
I'm just looking for him to get and to just have filth fever. I would want filth fever on his were bites or whatever, the druid bites.
Constant filthy.
Just give me a fort save, Grizzak. You're drinking body where there are two horrible.
26.
All right, so you now know what it tastes like several-month-old rotting corpse water.
We'll call them
smells
tea
like,
bags.
Right? It tastes awful, Grizzak.
It's probably.
You're like, you gotta choke it
That's
down.
a pretty bad idea. I gotta say.
Martin,
That's
He's trying to throw it up. Nope, not standing.
Oh man, that's fucking gross, man. Oh man, that's
Ain't worst I've done, but
Rene's
Grinthar slips into the water. That's so slimy, man. It's kinda...
watch your footing.
Okay, Rene, you're up to your knees.
Okay, knees still feel safe.
Yep.
Shield out, shield up.
You can see the cave goes around a corner, and there's a thin area up ahead.
It's not too deep here.
Okay, it's starting to get deeper. It's now up to your waist.
That's getting deeper here.
I could probably cast a spell on you to make you breathe.
You can see because you're the first person. You're like nothing's disturbed, like the muck. It gets probably about 4 feet deep in the D2 area.
Nibbles can't fight there. Nibbles need to swim.
You can hear the wet scuttling.
Hey, I could give you a spell that'll make you breathe underwater.
Do you have one prepared?
Fuck yeah. Guy said we were going into a place that's filled with water, so yeah. What am I, stupid?
Nibbles still can't fight. He still need to swim.
At least you won't drown.
Oh man, it's getting pretty deep.
Okay.
Get your eyes out.
So you,
Alright, who's first?
you target 5 creatures with it?
Yep.
What is it?
Water breathing.
He has water breathing prepared. I did not prepare a water walk. Water walk only
I
targets one
prepared
creature.
water breathing twice because there's 6 of us, or there were 6 of us.
There's lots of us.
Now there's lots of us.
All right, Rene will come back for spells.
Okay. Grinthar is just gonna hide right here.
Okay, so everybody gets
Grizzak,
water breathing.
Thoughtful of you.
Yeah, that's right. The only way to get the spell is through a kiss.
I don't need the spell.
You're not that lucky. Alright.
Starts casting it on people.
We got an hour, so you gotta hurry it up now.
Okay, so water breathing. I'm just gonna look at it.
It's up to
so
5 creatures, lasts an hour. And
it can be heightened. It's beautiful heightening. It lasts for 8 hours and then 24 hours.
So you prepared it twice?
Yep.
So you
Okay,
can get
That's my
everybody.
second
It
spells.
takes 2 minutes. It's 1 minute per cast.
Okay, so you stand outside here and you cast 2 water breathing spells. Everyone who has a spell cast on them, their lungs feel like really cool, like they're filling up with water, and your mouths are like you've got this really really thick saliva now.
Okay, after the first casting, Rene will go back to standing guard at the edge of the
Okay.
waist deep water.
Yep. Rene. Yeah.
Remember, this won't make you cast spells if you're underwater.
Or will it? You can water breathe. Can you cast spells underwater?
Sure you can.
Yeah.
So there's an air bubble spell in there as well, which I was thinking about taking.
Targets can breathe underwater. You could cast spells underwater with this spell.
Alright, never mind. First time I try it.
It is very thoughtful of you, says Ziva.
Oh, Mazathek feel funny. Mazathek not go in cave, does he?
I don't care.
Mazathek, you need to stand guard.
Mazathek brought healing.
Mazathek make Nibbles sandwich.
Mazathek's now rooting through things, and
No, for when Nibbles done being hero.
Mazathek quietly had a moment of thinking about Nibbles dying, but he just starts shaking his
No,
head.
I did it.
Oh,
No.
He's just going.
Nibbles too tough to die.
Nibbles knows what Mazatec was thinking.
Oh no.
Zyra will go, oh, it's very cold.
Ew, ew. Ew, I think something touched my leg.
Zyra will pull out the holy symbol that has light cast upon it.
Okay. Oh man, watch out here, man. I'm gonna get be on Rene here. Okay, the light spills around the area. Rene, you're now 3 feet deep water.
That is getting to the boys, if you know what I'm saying, and it is cold.
Hey man, I was gonna bowl.
I have a boy's preservation spell.
Shrinkage, man.
I do not need you touching the boys.
Okay, you plunge into the center. You're now 4 feet in 4 feet of water, and about 3 inches of like muck. This is double difficult terrain.
This is so bad. Why does Hunclay have to suck so? Hunclay, why you suck so much? All right, well.
Okay, it's just deep, dark water.
I really feel we should be trying to draw it out. I'm no tactician, but this does not seem ideal for fighting.
Yeah, I agree, but they're dumb as fuck, really.
The other demons were trapped. Although, to be fair, the other demons didn't have months-old dead corpses nearby, with their brains removed.
I thought, it's possible they were disposed of, but what if?
Rene's going to take a look at this dark spot.
Yeah, it just gets deeper.
There might be one of them tunnel under here. Grintark, are you a good swimmer?
Oh no, man, no, that's my man.
You can also breathe under the water.
He's still trying to breathe above the water. Yeah, man, but his corpse is in the water, man.
You want to see what down the O?
Okay, man, I'll go down there, man. He like takes a breath but doesn't need to. Like this is probably a weird
it's
thing.
instinct.
Yeah. He goes swimming around. He's at the bottom. He just looks back up at you, gives you a thumbs up. All right, Grintark is searching for stuff. He actually uncovers something. It looks like there's a small box down here.
Yes.
He's having a hard time tugging it out of the mud, though.
Rene will toss a rope with a hook on it.
Okay. He kind of sticks it underneath the box and tries to wrap it around, and
Rene will pull.
yeah, between the two of you, you take a few moments and you pull this small box out of the muck. It has like an old rusted lock on it.
The boys found something.
I hope its owner's dead.
Yeah, man, pass this back. Just bring it. Pass this back, man. Bring it.
How big a box we talking?
No, it's like a small.
Like 50 pounds max kind of box.
No, this thing's like three bulk.
Okay, Zyra will pick. We'll carry the thing back, and she'll hand it to Ziva.
Okay, she's like, oh. she hands it back to. She looks at Fabian, looks at Nibbles, and hands it to Nibbles. Put this on the beach. Yeah, Nibbles, you're just standing up to your waist in water at this point. It's only in this area where it starts to get really deep.
Alright, he throws it on the beach.
Okay.
Check to see if it's getting deeper or shallower down this hallway.
No, it's deep. It's 4 feet,
Merde.
and you can see there's a turn.
It is getting deeper.
The smell is getting stronger. It is rotting corpse meets horribly rotting.
What are the water combat rules?
Horribly rotting crayfish shell or snail shell.
Smells like they're trying to make purple dye here.
fuck
They're
knows?
not advantageous.
Well, I'm wondering if you need piercing weapons.
Put it this way, yeah, you need piercing weapons because it's half damage for slashing and